I can't be tamed. I'm a rambling man now.
I know.
I drive across this country. Never stopping, seldom mopping.
Yes, but does it drive you crazy?
Nah.
It does. And it feels all right.
Oh, thank you for knowing where I was going.
Ow. Remember late 90s, early aught songs when there was like a break in the lyrics and somebody always went, ow.
Sadly, yes.
Oh my god. Yeah, you guys want hotel reviews from between Massachusetts and Montana?
Oh God, there's a lot of hotels, I'm sure.
Yeah. That's what I got. That's the most interesting part of my last 2 weeks has been just seeing where I end up. All right. Awesome.
All right, so I'm going to do your job, Doc.
Thank you. Domo
At,
danko.
at Omega, at Omega, at Omega,
Ugh.
at Omega.
Playing a game. I'm sure that'll be
Good man.
sufficient.
Doc
Good man.
told me to do this.
I didn't know that's a filthy,
At Omega, at
filthy
Omega,
lie.
at Omega.
You know, he's got a perfectly functional phone keyboard. He can do his own adding.
No, no,
Yeah, I
no.
could. I thought you were going to talk about Omega there for a second. I was just like, yeah, he doesn't need these ads. He just doesn't give a shit. He's not late because he forgot. He just didn't care. I'm going to see if I can go to.
Let's look at this road.
Let's see.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's so fun.
Oh, fuck that road. We have a couple of roads just like that heading up Mill Mountain in Roanoke, and people are dumb.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that there were some people seeing me take a U-Haul up there and being like, oh my goodness, he's going to get stuck. It's never going to work. I just
There he is.
didn't give a fuck.
Hello.
Hi, Omega.
Hi. It's so nice that we can all be together finally after like a fucking month.
Doc being out of town, me being out of town.
Did the month
That's-
use protection?
Pretty much it.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, 0.
Oh,
do you
wow.
have your belt? I forgot to
I
ask.
do. Hang on a second. I did not add a webcam capture to this, but I will. We're gonna do this on the fly here. Let's see. Oh my god, it's been so long since I've used OBS. Oh god.
Yeah, right.
I just want to fly.
Video capture device. Webcam. Hey, there I am.
Oh no.
All right. So, and then, so you guys can see it. Turn on my camera here. Background. It may not let me connect to both.
I think not, 0.
Yeah, it'll probably not.
Gotta choose one or the other. Where do you want your dulcet face to be?
Put it down there. Put it down there.
All right. All right. Let's see.
There you go.
Webcam. There we go. Hang on. Be right back. Oh, God. You're making me get up.
This is usually the part of the podcast where I start recording without telling anybody.
Oh no, I've been recording for the last 5 minutes.
Oh, good. Okay.
Oh,
It
good.
feels even better when the shoe is on the other foot.
Yes, there is the belt. It is amazing. It is life. It's 35 pounds of metal and leather.
So you are the champion.
And
Replica.
I am not going to divulge how much I spent on that. So
Probably entirely too much.
yeah, oh yeah, no, absolutely, 100%. We will not be paying retail for any more belts. Let me just turn that camera off because, oh god, I look like garbage.
Well, you should never lie to an X-ray technician, Zero. They can see right through you.
Oh my god,
Bad.
that was bad. Oh, that was
Awful.
really bad. That was, oh no, no ma'am. Oh well, welcome to the Church of Chonkwij podcast. I am Zero, being joined tonight by phone, DrNiggle, OmegaConstruct, and Pun Lord Macaroni.
I was wondering when someone was gonna fucking notice that.
Oh, I noticed it.
I noticed it. I just didn't want to call attention to it.
Yeah, you just
I'm
had
proud of
to.
you.
Well, yes,
Glorious.
you forced my hand. All
I
right.
mean, someone's gotta. I'm not
Ayo.
gonna do much else with it.
Ayo. All right. And hey, look, I'm actually doing this correctly. It's like we're professionals here and not run by fucking monkeys jerking themselves off.
Hey, I am not a
How dare you be
monkey.
so accurate.
No, I wasn't talking about you.
Doc's at least a barrel.
I
It's not a
do
monkey,
jack
it's a
off
barrel.
all the time during our podcast. So
Well, hey. So it's been a minute. How is everybody doing? Doc, I know that there's been a lot of. I'm sure you're tired.
yes, I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere.
Oh god. Oh, what? Those were Motel 6 commercials, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what those were?
Oh, really? Really? Did they get the rights to that Johnny Cash song and just whore all over TV with it?
Yes, they did.
Oh, that's sad.
I mean,
Yeah, I believe it.
Some hotel chain did. It was a hotel chain. Who knows what it was?
I've been everywhere. Yeah. So, Mill Creek, Fergus Falls, where else? Hampshire, Dunkirk. Not the one in Europe, the one in
I was gonna say,
New York.
there was a movie about that place.
Yeah, there was. Well, yeah, a whole bunch of soldiers trying to get off a beach in Dunkirk, New York, trying to figure out, first of all, what the fuck are we doing at this lake? And second of all, where are the Germans? Yeah, it's an enthralling film. Just, yeah, driving across the country all the time. At least, okay, so the first time I did it, I had a 20-foot U-Haul, and it had no cruise control. The most impressive feature on it was air conditioning. So it had air conditioning. That's great. Second time I drove across country was a 26-foot U-Haul, and it had cruise control, air conditioning. It almost had power windows, but then not quite. It had the ability to pair my Bluetooth device to the fucking stereo in the cab, and not only did it have the 12-volt jack for like a GPS or a cigarette lighter or something, but it had actual USB chargers. It
Oh,
like the phone, so you plug in like a USB 3 fucking charger, and yeah,
Fancy.
it was so fancy. It was like such an upgrade, and I was like, yeah, I was cruising all over until you hit like Indiana, and then you can't use cruise control anymore because people are just fucking suck at driving. Nobody fucking knows how to drive past like the Ohio River. Not a little before.
yeah.
I've heard the opposite in that no one knows how to drive east of Indiana. So
Well, see, everybody, but okay, so everybody, first of all, North Dakota this time of year is gorgeous. Everybody in North
Yeah.
Dakota is such a pleasant driver. Everyone is
Yes.
just so considerate. And Minnesota, much the same way until you get down to the southeast corner where all the inbred brother cousin hicks are.
Right. That's
But
where I
yeah,
spend
it's
a family reunion for a weekend every year. So
I'm so sorry.
I'm more sorry that she has a family reunion every year. I don't even have a family. I haven't had a family reunion in my lifetime, and I turned 40 in 5 days.
Hey, happy
oh,
birthday.
fucking shut up, youngin.
We gotta throw Zero a birthday party.
Will there be
I'm already
hookers
40.
and blackjack and cocaine?
No, I'm gonna mail you a box full of glitter.
Oh, fuck that. Okay, so if I get a random
Absolutely.
box, do not open it.
I will help you, Doc.
I was gonna say Masami has my address, which is terrifying.
Masami is also the one here who is most knowledgeable about glitter.
It's true,
She has fantastic ideas.
which is also terrifying.
Ah, good times. So yeah, what about Masami? You've been gone a long time. Where did you go? Where did you come from, Masami I Joe?
Oh, honestly, like, other than being in southeast Minnesota, what was it, last weekend? Yeah, last weekend. Has not been a whole lot of excitement in my life.
That's good. I envy you.
Yes, I gave it to you for like the month. Like, you got my allotment of excitement. Congratulations.
Thanks. I hate it.
Thanks, I hate it.
And
Oh.
yeah, Zero. We all know where you went last week.
Yeah, actually, and I will tell you, I randomly picked the seats that we were in. Like, just because I was like, you know what, I want to make sure that we get on TV. And all of my friends messaged me and said, hey, we saw your sign. They all saw the sign that said, it's still real to me, damn it. Or it's still real to me. I did not have damn it on there. Because they wouldn't have let me in with that sign. I would have had to have thrown it away. But my sign made it on national television, which I'm very happy about. And
Did you get a screen cap?
I can get one. But
You have to get one.
yeah, I will get one. But
You're legally obligated by rules of the podcast.
oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
about time our podcast had a different background to it.
Yes, just a picture of me and my wife.
Not to mention, Doc will inevitably make a trivia question out of its content.
Oh, 100%. But we ended up in club seating, which the seats were cushioned, very nicely cushioned. It was, except for the fact that they're not made for people with wide hips. So once you got into the seat, it was kind of like, okay, my nuts are being crushed. In my case, my nuts are being crushed. But
Are they too small for that?
no, Masami, small penis, big nuts.
The balls are huge.
The balls are
huge
because that's where all the pee is stored.
Yes.
But
I'm happy I can bring this back up.
Yes, every time. But we had our own, like, for the section that we were in, we had our own bathrooms. We had our own concession stand. We had our own beer garden area and everything. It was clubs. It was the club level that we ended up sitting in, and I didn't realize it until we got there. And my wife was like, this was some very good seats. And I said I happened to just luck into them because I had no idea what the C meant on our section. We were in section 107C, and I had no idea what the C meant. I was just like, okay, well, that's just like a subsection of section 107. No, it was the club level, and it was great. So we didn't have to fight people for the bathroom and and all that, so that was a huge plus.
Were the floors made of cement?
No, I think it was it was concrete, concrete. Sorry, but it was super nice. And then earlier in the day we went to Chocolate World. That was fun.
Excuse me?
Chocolate World
Did you dip yourself?
in Hershey, PA.
What? Yeah, please tell me more about this. This sounds like a place that I want to go to.
It is. You can do like a tour of the chocolate factory. You can do build your own chocolate bar, which my wife and I did. That was
How big was it?
It's a good sized chocolate bar. But then they have a massive store, and I'm ashamed to say how much. I'm not going to say how much money we spent on candy. Luckily, not all of it was for us, but enough of it was that I'm depressed about it.
I was about to say you went there so you could send all your good podcast friends some chocolate, right? We can help you.
Right?
We can save you from yourself.
No.
Right.
There is no saving me. At this point, I'm 40. There is no saving me.
Zero. Share the load.
Share the load. I did get a lot of payday bars because I love payday bars.
Ew. All right, gross. You can keep all those.
I got my sister watched the pup for the week, so she got some dark chocolate that she wanted. Found out that Hershey makes their own coffee. It is chocolate truffle flavored.
I gotta do that.
And then we got some of that from my uncle, and got her dad and sisters some stuff, and her mom some stuff, us some stuff.
So, in Chocolate World, was there an extravagantly dressed man who may or may not have been ambivalent towards child murder?
No, there was not. Milton Hershey died a long time ago.
That's what it's missing, man. Gotta bring that back. Even if it's just like, a fluffy mascot or something. There's got to be something there that just screams child endangerment. No candy factory is complete without it.
The giant mascots walking around looking like the candies is kind of creepy.
Right, yeah. But just at random, at a certain point, they pick a random child and eat it, and then just continue going on with their day. Shit like that.
Five Nights at Freddy's Hershey Park Edition.
That's right. Kids like to eat candy. Candy likes to eat
kids. Yeah. Oh. But yes.
That sounds delightful. I'm happy for you.
It was a good trip. We stayed with her aunt and uncle for a couple of days. So that was nice. Catching up with them. They are the favorite family members. Because they don't cause drama. So
Oh, yeah. You mentioned that. What cures cancer?
Ivermectin. And I want to I want to smash my face into the wall behind me until I bleed.
There you go. That's the kind of emotion that you need if you're going to host this podcast.
Christ, people are stupid.
It's probably a good time to go to an article.
Yep, let's move on before Twitch really decides to piss on us. Let's see here. So we're gonna switch here. Okay, so article. Let's start off with. Let's see here. You know what? Let's just go ahead and start off with the Xbox. With the Xbox Games Showcase for 2024. Huge thing over the weekend. Xbox announced a ton of first-party games, including Doc's favorite, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
know.
unironically enjoy Microsoft Flight Simulator.
So okay, see, I was trying to make a joke and you just ruined it by being sincere.
Thank you.
I knew you'd walk straight into that one.
Yep. They are
Remember
also
your trivia.
Bethesda is releasing a new Doom game. Doom: The Dark Ages is actually going to take place prior to Doom Eternal.
Oh yeah,
Oh, and it looks
I've been
bad
seeing trailers.
ass. You get a shield that has
Yeah, the
blades on it.
soundtrack. Yeah,
Yeah.
that looks like a lot of fun. I've been seeing the trailers pop up all on social media and on YouTube and commercials. Ironically, on CBS commercials. I don't know why CBS, but whatever. I'm happy.
They've announced a new DLC for, sorry, I'm not going to say DLC. I'm going to say new content for Fallout 76, which I am personally excited for because it is Skyline Valley, which actually is about the Shenandoah Valley, which is where I live. Guys, Bethesda is doing it.
Oh,
They're
that's
making
right.
me
I'm
more
in West
famous.
Virginia.
No. Moving on. Of course we.
Shenandoah,
Yeah.
Misty Mountains, Mountain Mama, country roads.
Take me home.
Country road.
To the place.
That's all I can
There's
sing.
so
We're getting
there's basically
DMCA'd.
nothing. Yeah, there's nothing more we can do to make John Denver's estate sue us.
Yep, right. We found out about a new start.
Start singing Country Boy.
Oh God, please don't. I will legitimately walk outside with my headset on and start slamming my nuts in a car door, until they explode. Until they explode. I had to hear that song a lot growing up, and it brings back really bad memories. It makes me want to kick puppies. But Starfield is releasing a new. Actually, they released content immediately following the event, and Shattered Space is the new content release that they're doing. I don't know if it's paid or not, but hey, apparently they're trying to improve that steaming pile of garbage. Warcraft, The War Within, got its release date of, I believe it was, I've got it written down. Hang on. You'd think I would be prepared. Monkey's fucking a doorknob here. Hang on.
You have stuff written down. You're more prepared than I ever am.
8/26, so the end of August, which means their beta timeline. They're beta testing for a month and a half, because they just started the beta test last week. So it's running from now until, I guess, pre-patch, which will probably be sometime the end of July. Then Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred, got its release date, and a really fucking intense cinematic. That cinematic, like, kids, don't touch soul stones. It will ruin your life. Much like Women in California, it will ruin your life.
That was the point of the first Diablo game. Is you fought Diablo, and then when you struck him down, it was just some dude who had crammed a soul stone in his forehead.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, don't touch these. They're bad.
But
and then nobody learned.
Yeah,
so we had Diablo 2. And then still nobody learned. And we had Diablo 3.
Yep, and well, in that one, they kind of knew not to touch the soul stone. But Adria decided to, just get her daughter possessed because, good mom. Good mom.
Yeah, why not?
But the Assassin's Creed Shadows, because we're gonna put a ninja in your ninja game and make it even more ninja-er. that a word? That's not a word.
It's
It
probably a word.
yeah, it actually looks pretty good. Um, but they also announced Perfect Dark. They are redoing Perfect Dark. Uh, so that looks pretty good. State of Decay 3. Sea of Thieves is getting more content. Mecha Break, for those of us that just can't get enough Gundam.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool.
Oh, dude, you can design your own mech that turns into a fighter jet, and it is Gundam. Or actually, this is probably more along the lines of Robotech than Gundam. But anyway, Stalker
Nice.
2, Heart of Chernobyl is I think it got a release date.
That'll be fun.
9/5 of 24. Assassin's Creed Shadows release date is 11/15 of 24. Life is Strange 2 is getting announced their release date, or Life is Strange Double Exposure, 10/29 of 24. And they're all the dates that I have. Oh, correction. Age of Mythology Retold is coming out in September of 24. I didn't catch the exact date, but I know it said September of 24, which that game looks fun because I like Civ, and Civ 7 got announced this weekend too.
Yeah, I'm less than enthusiastic about that. I want to see what they try to take the game, what direction they try to take the game now, because Civ 5 was like, mwah, chef's kiss.
Right.
Civ 6 came along and was like, oh, there are some different mechanics. All right, I appreciate that. It's not really as good, but it's, it's all right. And then a million DLCs later, and it's like, okay, it's a pretty playable game. So I'll pay attention to Civ 7, but I'm not holding my breath. It's like Take-Two has become my another example of paradox for me, where it's just like, okay, they pretty much subsist off of DLC, just trickling out content, and nothing very substantial along the way. Or it's just a game mode that probably should have been in the base game in the first place. But
Right.
whatever.
Well,
We'll see.
Gears of War E-Day got announced. That actually looks pretty good. I'm not huge on the Gears of War series, but I may actually play this one. And then Dragon Age: The Veilguard is the new Dragon Age game that got announced, and there weren't dates on either of those.
That's the Dragon Age game has been getting hammered online. I don't know. I don't play Dragon Age, but for some reason, the story that they've come, or the direction that they've taken the story and the characters, is not what anybody was expecting, and fans are like, why?
Right. There's a game
Yeah,
called
no.
Atomfall, set in Britain. It is a quaint town and red phone boxes. Apparently, that's an important thing for any game set in England. But it's like Atomfall is inspired by a real-world nuclear disaster that occurred in northern England in 1957. The game follows a fictional storyline where you find yourself in the quarantine zone 5 years after the event. It is Fallout in Britain.
Alright.
There was another game, yes, this one, Fragpunk. Kind of caught my interest. I'm not huge into like the 5v5 hero shooters, but this one looked kind of neat because the game changes based off of the cards and abilities that you have, and you, instead of having a character that has set abilities, you can change them as you go. So no, Merkaba, we did not see Uranus the game. We do know, however, that Elon wants to touch Uranus.
It's Zero. I was in chat. I was gonna make that fucking joke. Good job. Good job. You beat me to it. I'm not mad.
uh, the but it looks kind of neat. The concept, I think, is something that hasn't been tried yet in hero shooters, but I'm interested to see how it does. It's got to be better than Ubisoft's X Defiant. It's got to be. X Defiant is awful. But yeah, no, there was a ton of games announced, and I was actually pretty impressed. The one game that I wanted to have announced this weekend was not announced, and it pissed me off. I have been waiting for a year for Suikoden 1 and 2 Remastered to be released, or to have a release date announced, since they pushed it back in August of last year, and I'm still waiting. But that's okay. I have games that I can play until I get a release date. I just hope that Konami doesn't, edge the fuck out of me and make me think this game is coming out and then they never release it, because that will piss me off beyond belief. I will write letters, strongly worded letters, and Konami will not care.
They don't know how to edge you correctly?
Oh.
So I am currently, since Doc was showing interest in this game, I've currently got the trailer for Mecha Break up on the podcast, and you can see the different customization options. There's going to be a lot of glitter in this game, and I think it's going to play well with Doc's need to have all the glitter. I guarantee you it's going to be heavily monetized. What game is it nowadays?
Is this an online player or a single player game?
I believe it's online multiplayer. Yep, a multiplayer mech-based shooter.
All right. I mean, if you can get one of these, you can monetize the shit out of a single player game. I don't give it. I don't care. I got a boat. But yeah, online, no.
But it looks pretty neat. I did not realize that it was all multiplayer, so I may not play it because I hate people, especially in arena shooters. So let's see here. So what's next? What do we have on the list? Let's go to an article that was yeah. Let's go back to it.
I'm shitting it up in chat.
You're making Merc blush. And I can't even do that, you bastard. But
well, you gotta have a certain way.
So
get better.
I believe it was Omega that posted this. The fantasy MMO gets removed from sale by devs buying back the rights so that they can take out microtransactions and effectively un-MMO their MMO. Wayfinder is ditching the free-to-play live service model, is what the article says. This was posted a few weeks back. I think it was posted the week, or like a couple days before our first break day. But it looks like they are going in and they are just
I remember this.
buying the game back, or they're buying the rights back so that they can just take all of the monetization out of it.
Yeah, they're basically turning an MMO game into an anti-MMO game.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I didn't know this developer. I didn't know this game. I just saw that article and I was just like, fuck yeah. Like, great to see. Great to see somebody doing the right thing.
Yeah, right. They're keeping all the stuff. They're keeping all the stuff that was microtransactions, but now all that gear and all that, the transmogs and stuff, will be available just through gameplay, which is like awesome. That's how it used to be.
Yeah. And you know, I think that's what I am liking about the limited time event in WoW is you can literally just play the game and the earn the in-game currency to be able to buy transmogs that are otherwise unavailable to people who don't do group content, which is great. You know, like people who don't sweaty try hard the game and go from mythic rating, to beat the to quote unquote beat the game. Um, it makes it accessible to everybody, which is great.
Oh, I do love me a sweaty tryhard though.
Yeah. Apparently,
They're so
Merkaba's
greasy.
a sweaty try soft, which is awkward. In ways they make pills for that, Merc. They do. Um. So, but yeah, no, I really like to see this happening, especially with Destiny switching to a live service model um, with their most recent expansion being ungodly expensive for what you got. Apparently, it's really good though. I have not heard a bad thing so far about the content in Final Shape, but I'm not willing to spend the money, so I'm not going to yet.
Interesting.
And then Overwatch, which everybody hates Overwatch. Why would you play that game? So,
Oh my god, Overwatch 2 is the most popular game on Steam.
say, Overwatch 2 is the most popular game. What? I think this.
I keep on hearing that.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Good.
But that does lead us to a good segue. About how Diablo 4 is quietly breaking Steam player peak, cementing Season 4 success. As somebody who has been playing Season 4, I can attest they have fixed the game. They should have done this from the beginning, but they have gone in and fixed the game. And now that they have added back pets,
so what good now?
Items are actually worth getting. The itemization changes. You don't have to spend days on end and weeks on end farming out pieces of equipment. You don't have to, if you create an alt, you don't have to go through and get all of the imprints for your gear anymore. That's not, it's not a requirement, because once you unlock them, they're unlocked across all characters. Of course, there are still players pissing and moaning, well, I finally got myself an Uber unique last season and now it's gone because my character got deleted. Well, dumbass, that's the way Blizzard, or that's the way fucking Diablo's always been. Can you just remember, we are in Season 4. This has happened 3 times before, 2 times before. You knew this was going to happen.
And it will happen again.
And it will happen again, and again, and again, and again. So, but they fixed the items. They've, as of pre-order for Vessel of Hatred, you've got pets now, and the pets are fucking adorable. They've reintroduced wings. You get your first set with the pre-order of the Ultimate Edition. You get, there's going to be pets. They're actually followers are a new thing. Are going to be returning in Vessel of Hatred. In fact, let's just go ahead and this and this up. The new class that is coming into the game, the Spiritborn. Which we've
Is it a ghost?
it so I'm thinking more along the lines of a witch doctor. Because they're, they're the way that they say this, ranked among the apex predators of the jungle. The Spiritborn is an entirely new class to the Diablo series. So think they use both light and nature as their for their abilities, is what I'm understanding. Now we'll learn more on July 18th, when they have the class reveal on a dev stream, but this is something that they have not done before. I have a feeling it's a mixture of a couple of different classes that they've just kind of meshed together to make work, which I'm okay with. A lot of people really wanted paladins back, and I was like, we've already got like 2 extremely tanky classes in necromancers and barbs. So having a 3rd tanky class. But this looks like it could potentially be like Amazon Witch Doctor crossover, which could be pretty neat.
Omega, what classes did you play this season?
I did a necromancer to start it off, and then I did a rogue.
Okay.
Yeah, and I did
Necromancer was OP.
Very.
Oh yeah, necromancer was pretty fun. They're both good. I ran out of steam though.
Yeah, the neck bros kind of ran out of steam.
I was just curious about what changes, but everybody's saying like they fixed Diablo. What changes did they make?
They made,
besides gear is good.
Yeah, they made minions viable for both necromancers and for druids. They made Sork, they kind of leveled the playing field for Sork, where you aren't just running ball lightning all the time. Rogues, I don't know of many changes they made to rogues. I know that there's a lot more viability when it comes to rogues now, because Merc has actually been playing a rogue here the last like 2 weeks or last week, and they've got a good little bit of viability. They've kind of brought back the flurry build, and he's been running a fairly decent flurry build, but I know that they've increased the damage for ranged rogues. And then
what about mob density and screen wiping?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, there's quite mob density in well, they also added, sorry, let me start off with this. Mob density has increased greatly in both Nightmare Dungeons and Hell Tides. They've made it to where Hell Tides are available for World Tier 1 and World Tier 2. There are things in World Tiers 3 and 4 that aren't available in 1 and 2. But they've made it to where it's available across all world tiers. Mob density is greater. You have a threat bar now in world tier, or in Helltide, that fills up as you kill demons. And then once it gets completely full, it starts ticking down, and you just get inundated with packs of enemies. And then at the very end, when it zeroes out, you get a Hellborn is dropped on top of you, which is a like one of the guardians that has been brought back by the powers of hell and now serves hell instead of the light.
Interesting. All right. I'm all about that mob density and that AoE.
Yeah, the shadow minion build for Necros was off the hook on screen clears because you could just send your golem in and your golem would just smack everything on the screen and it would just go. Blood golem especially because they run into the middle of the room, they roar, and they pull the blood in from all of the enemies that ends up healing it and you. So you can clear a room out pretty quick with that ability.
Nice.
Wait, is that a mercenaries and in-game activities? Neat. In the
mercenaries.
Yeah, they're introducing mercenaries. One of them looks like a little sorcerer chicken boy. He's got the chicken legs.
Oh, as you do.
So they're also introducing
Perfectly normal
PvE co-op endgame mode.
Okay.
So they haven't said what that's going to be. Pets have been introduced. Look at him. He's a good boy. And good kitties. And then right now they've got the anniversary stuff going on. Got the Mother's Blessing giving you 25% increased XP and 50% increased gold drop. Better than 10% gold drop. But
that's particularly astounding.
So
more than 10% gold drop?
More than 10% gold drop. In fact,
inconceivable.
But
I think that word means what you think it means.
There you go. But yeah, no, it's.
I think I chose it pretty carefully.
When will I not acknowledge a Princess Bride reference? Good lord, standards.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so that's the new Diablo stuffs.
Sounds like fun. I bought Manor Lords on Steam yesterday because it was 25% off.
Hey, there you go. Now, are you ever going to have time to play it, is the question.
Yeah, after I get home tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to try my damnedest, though. Yeah, yet another city builder for me to get into. But it looks pretty awesome, honestly.
Proud of you for putting your faith in an early access.
Yeah, that's the other thing about it. I mean, I watched Frelly play it, and it was pretty great. I watched Granny play it all last week, and it was pretty great. And I'm not sure. The devs do have a rather extensive roadmap, and I am trusting them. There you go. What else we got, Zero?
Well, it looks like Microsoft is reportedly, now this was as of 2 weeks ago, Microsoft is reportedly readying a $16 billion bid to acquire Valve and Steam. Or Valve Steam.
Oh, this is bullshit. I posted a couple follow-ups there. It's been well known that Microsoft has been interested in buying Valve for a long time. And it came up again at the end of 2023. And then I think in February of 2024, Microsoft was like, "Hey, can we bring the Xbox Game Pass to Steam?" And Lord Gaben was like, "Okay, yeah, sure, we'll help you do that. Why not? That's more money for you, more money for us, and our gamers get better access. So it seems like a win for everybody." And that fueled the prospective rumor mill about, oh my God, Microsoft is going to buy Steam. $16 billion for Valve Corp is a laughably low bid after Activision Blizzard got bought for $69 billion. So yeah, that is this is all part of the rumor mill. This is part of the churn. But it is kind of funny to think about what would happen if Microsoft bought Steam for a serious amount of money, like $150 billion.
I mean, it could definitely happen, but
yeah.
I don't see. I thought this number was laughably low, considering.
It is,
yeah.
Put a zero behind that, and then you're talking.
Right.
Oh.
But yeah, so well, now that this is not true, we can just move on from this article.
It does say in the original article that I think Omega found, it does say that this is a rumor and that this is a rumor that has persisted for some time now. It's popping up again.
Right.
And there are a lot of game companies getting acquired recently, or finally, after FTC injunctions. Yeah.
This is the one.
Microsoft.
Yeah.
If Microsoft actually winds up buying Steam like a year from now and I'm wrong, then you can come to wherever I am and kick me in the nuts.
I wouldn't do that, Doc.
It's fine.
But the so here's that article that Omega found. The Microsoft leak confirms Phil Spencer wanted to buy Nintendo and Valve.
Yeah. Yeah, Phil Spencer wanted to buy Nintendo. Good fucking luck with that.
Right?
I'm questioning the picture that they chose for the article. Like, it seems like someone is behind Mario, making him very
uncomfortable.
Something.
Yeah.
Or extremely comfortable. We don't judge here.
That's the hangry stare of Bill Gates and Phil Spector.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, Phil Spector. That was a good show. All right. Sorry.
Yeah, and then there was this article back in February of 2022. Valve more than happy to help Microsoft bring PC Game Pass to Steam.
Oh shit! It was 2 years ago. Yeah, I was off. Yeah. Okay.
Which, I mean, good for them. If they want to bring it to Steam, that would be great. But
yeah. Have you guys seen Gabe Newell recently? He looks great.
Oh, has he lost a lot of weight?
Yeah, he looks like he's doing good. Yeah.
Good for him. Happy. Good for him. Now, let's see here. Game devs.
What about that article about how Elon wants to pound someone's anus?
I don't think that was an article. That was just a meme that was shared to me, so I shared it with you all.
You've now disappointed Doc.
I'm sorry, Doc.
Supremely. You should be.
Though I do have this one that Omega posted from May 13th. Game devs wake up and choose violence, randomly crank the values in their code to 1,000 just to see what happens. Could definitely make this a game mode in Cult of the Lamb.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I've heard some really fun things about that game.
Oh, it is so fun. I got it when it was.
You should watch Omega play it.
Yeah.
I've got quite a few playthroughs in it now, and I'm always it's always on a potential for the next one.
It's a pretty fun game. It looks like a pretty fun game. I've never played it. I've only ever had the privilege of watching Omega play it.
Well, Doc,
But yeah, no.
another article that I posted later on down, in addition to this new content, they're introducing
Co-op.
multiplayer.
Yeah, I read that. Yeah, that does look cool. That might actually be why I get that game.
Well, here's the thing. It's local multiplayer, but Steam
Steam Play.
has Steam Play on there.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see how it works. As for the second player, what kind of equipment you have, or like if you need to have your own account for leveling purposes, or what, or based off of my progress here of whatever like the character is. But regardless of what that is, that's a pretty cool update to a pretty fun game.
Yeah.
And fuck, if it
Yeah.
does just work through Steam Play, I don't need you wouldn't even need to buy a copy of the game.
That would be pretty cool.
I
Okay, that's something to keep
found
an eye
the
on.
article. It's Cult of the
Good
Lamb, but
shit.
make it goat. The first line in this
Yep.
article. That's great.
As
Yeah,
for the
'cause
devs,
the second player was a goat.
violence. Oh, it's a pun. Masami. Hey, look, one of your people.
Of course, they're everywhere. Didn't you know?
I can't. I have a visual pun. I want to tell you how terrible your puns are, but I don't. You can't see me tearing the paper.
That's what we need to create for the stream. We need to create a punometer. And it just gauges how bad her puns are or how good they are.
I usually have the sound board, and you know, because it's ding acceptable or unacceptable.
Yeah.
But I'm powerless.
Honestly, I'm winning either way. So, you know.
Giggity. There you go.
God.
But no, this actually looks fun. I could get down on this. Giggity. The lamb and the goat will be able to swap weapons, deal extra damage when fighting back to back, and deal a critical hit if their attacks are in sync. According to the press release, but it's not only about the co-op. Solo players will have a few new powers and abilities to try out, on top of new tarot cards, relics, buildings, fleeces, follower traits, follower quests, and other secrets to discover.
Gnarly.
Let's see here. Massive Monster and Devolver Digital released Cult of the Lamb in 2022, and it was a major hit. Since then, Massive Monster has released 2 free updates: the notorious sex update, Sins of the Flesh, and the combat-focused expansion called Relics of the Old Faith. This will be available on August the 12th. And fun story, if you play this and you are a Twitch streamer, there is a plugin that you can get on Twitch that allows you to name your followers after people in chat. So there's that. Be fun and wildly inappropriate.
Nice. Oh, those are good ideas.
Oh.
Good. Cult of the Lamb, doing well. And as for developers just randomly changing values in a game and cranking them to 1 million, I too enjoy watching the world burn.
What? So here's my thing. I'm wanting to know exactly. Currently working on a video game. Take a short break. Pick a number in your code or data file. Multiply it by 1,000 and post the results. So what did he do? Twitter video. I don't know if I want to pull up Twitter.
I've been playing Space Engineers again, and I'm imagining doing this to a random value, and I go in my game and everything seems normal, and then I try to strafe left, and I just rocket my way directly into an asteroid and end up as a splat. It's like, oh, that's the value that got changed.
It's like, oh, wait a minute. I don't. Nope. Yep. Nope. My keyboard is definitely not pressure sensitive. It just shot me across the screen. Oh, I'm falling off the map.
In the old days, yeah, Omega and I found a bug like that. We'd be facing each other, and then I go left and splat into the asteroid, and then I'd respawn right in front of him. I'd like, I'm not sure, but I think if I go left, I'm gonna splat into that asteroid. He's like, do it. I just do it again. I pop up, and I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure that this is what it is.
So, do you know what I love the most about Omega? Is because if you say, I think this is going to happen, and it's an absolutely, probably a terrible idea, you're going to die, he's going to encourage it. And
yeah, do it. That's the point. Do it.
It's what makes him a good friend. You know what? Fuck it. Do it.
That's what makes him a good bug tester, too. We should have gone into quality assurance. We should have been QA testers.
Yeah. Yeah, we could have done that.
There's not enough money in that, though.
Is there enough money anywhere?
I mean, no, but that's completely
up 2% since the beginning of COVID. Yeah, no, there's no money in anything anymore.
I didn't want to talk about it.
Bad, man. It's bad. It's real bad.
Wife went to the store today to get basics and spent $77.
Yeah, anybody who tells you inflation right now is 2.3%, ask them, okay, but go back 3 years. Oh, well. Video games are fun, though.
Yep, it's a good reprieve from the bullshit.
It's like wearing makeup. A little break from reality. I've also become a fan of Rouge.
Oh, what was it I saw the other day? Was flipping through TikTok and I saw something that made me about piss myself laughing. Girl got in and I know it was a skit, but girl got into a car. Guy said, "Hey, we're gonna go to Starbucks for our date," and she goes, "You mean I got all this dressed up? Let me see your bank account." And he pulled out a fucking package of makeup wipes and said, "You first." And I about pissed myself. I was like, that's kind of funny. Kind of funny.
Good times.
So, is there any other interesting article? Oh, the Nike Game Boy.
Oh yeah,
Nike made a made a Game Boy game in 2024 because of course Nike did. Nothing says nostalgia like Nike making a Game Boy game.
Game Boy's still pretty hip.
Hey,
right?
I have one.
It still exists.
Still going strong.
I have one of the old gray bricks. It is the one that I had when I was a kid.
Man,
love that.
I remember playing a Ghostbusters game on Game Boy.
Oh, I had that. You know what the worst part about the Game Boy was? Was if you were playing it in the dark on a road trip, you were literally playing it for the however long it was between lights in your car. In between street lights. Because No backlight. Kids nowadays don't know nothing about that. No, not having a backlight bullshit on their screen. They won't understand the struggle of playing a game for 30 seconds, if that.
There was a special Game Boy attachment that lit your screen with 4 lights on each corner.
Mm-hmm.
Well, was that the one that also popped out and had like the magnifying glass?
Yes, sir.
Yep, I had that one.
Yep.
Had the speakers that folded out to either side.
Oh my god.
Came with the controller.
Technology in the 90s was so fucking amazing.
It was, and it was the greatest. Can we go back to that, please? Back to a simpler time?
That was so good.
Before I had bills.
I saw a commercial the other day for a Sony portable TV that had modular screen, speakers, tape deck, like some bullshit. Oh my god, it was amazing. All right. Anyway.
Oh, but yeah. This is apparently Cosmic Climb, developed by Cruel Toys, is a browser playable Game Boy game tied to the Nike's Air Jordan 11 Lows shoe campaign.
Okay.
So, there's that. The only browser game I play much anymore
I guess
is
way to go, Nike.
Yeah, the only browser game I really play is when I don't have internet and I get on and I still have Google Chrome on my computer and just pull it up so that I can do the little dinosaur running game. Laugh at me. The game's fun, damn it. The only time I pull up Google Chrome anymore. Oh, and then I guess the last article we can talk about, because I don't have any technology. Oh, wait. Hang on. I do have an article that I can pull up. Because we need to talk about this. It needs to happen. And I'm pulling it up, and I hope that this article stays up, because, my God, the popcorn bucket for the Deadpool and Wolverine movie is absolutely fantastic. And I pray that this is not a joke. I pray this is the actual bucket. It is Wolverine's head with his mouth wide the fuck open. It is Dune inspired, based off of the Dune 2 popcorn bucket that looked like a fleshlight. A fucked up fleshlight. And this article from Variety, the first line is, "Move over, Dune. There's a new bangable popcorn bucket in town." I bet you whoever, let's see here, Jordan Moreau, I guarantee you Jordan Moreau never thought that in his life of being a journalist would ever write a line that included bangable popcorn bucket.
Yeah, that's not, I mean, sorry. Have you seen the Dune one?
Have you seen the Dune one?
That one is also bangable.
Yeah, very bangable. But yes, this when I saw this, I was like, "Oh my god, we need to talk about this on the podcast. This is one that has to be talked about." And what makes it even better is the fact that Ryan Reynolds did the release video for the bucket and like caressed it with his hand.
Yeah, he's a big perv.
Now, this also goes to tell you that the Deadpool and Wolverine movie will be the first Marvel movie that Disney has had a hand in that is going to be rated R, which I am all about and I am very happy for, because if they had PG-13 the Deadpool movie, I would have been very pissed off.
Everybody would have been forever.
Like I want when they release this on DVD and Blu-ray, eventually I want an NC-17 version. Completely uncensored.
Oh, nothing's impossible.
With Disney, it might be.
Disney, yeah. I think Disney knows, at least with Deadpool, to sort of back off. They've always given the movies a lot of leeway. But I would still like the movies to be more hardcore. I just want to see full frontal. Male or female, I don't care. I'm not picky.
I think one of the best lines from the trailer, and it cracks me up, is Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds are sitting in a diner, and Hugh Jackman looks at him and goes, "Can you please put the mask on while you're eating?" And Ryan Reynolds looks at him and goes, "It's kind of hard to eat with the mask on." And Hugh Jackman looks back at him and goes, "It's kind of hard to eat when you're not."
Yeah, it's kind of hard to eat with the mask off. Those two wacky characters. An Australian and a Canadian. Hollywood's power metrosexual couple. I wish Hugh Jackman would do more musicals.
He really should. The what was it? The Greatest Showman. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was a good one.
Yeah, I did like that one.
He just had quite the run on Broadway.
Yep.
You know what's funny is he's not actually that good.
I know. He just loves what he does so damn much.
Well, and he's also famous, so he sells a lot more tickets than a majority of the people who work on Broadway.
Yep.
So if he wants to do a Broadway show, somebody will do a Broadway show for him. It's kind of like how it's called stunt casting. It happens a lot on Broadway. You see a lot of celebrities doing roles on Broadway between movies or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger wants to do a one-man dramatic show. Okay.
I saw Jeff Daniels as Atticus Finch.
Really?
Yeah, but Jeff Daniels can actually act.
Yeah, it's pretty great. There are quite
Arnold
a few
Schwarzenegger.
major athletes who put in work on Broadway that you wouldn't even think about. People you would normally associate entirely with screen, not the stage.
Robert Downey Jr.
Don't think he's one of them.
All right.
So, well,
We'll write him letters. See if we can get him to get on stage.
I don't know if anybody saw the performance when they were doing the Broadway. I guess it was a Broadway anniversary show for The Lion King, and Northwest got on there, and it was something. It was something.
Who?
Northwest, Kanye West's kid, Kanye West and Kim Kardashian's kid.
Wait, they had a kid and they
Named
it
it North. Yep.
Didn't Elon have a kid and name it Truckosaurus or something?
I don't know. The way he spelled that his kid's name kind of fucked with
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I have no fucking idea what that kid's name is.
I don't think anybody
They
does.
just defaulted
He said
to
Druckosaurus. Uh,
Truckosaurus Musk. That's ironic.
that makes it so much better. Nothing beats northwest though.
Oh Christ. Yeah, that's real. I'm sorry for those kids.
The
but
only
they'll
one
grow- they won't know any better.
the only one that's better was Blanket Jackson.
Oh yeah, Michael Jackson's kids.
Yeah, Blanket in Paris.
Didn't Gwyneth Paltrow have a kid and name it Apple or some
Yes.
shit? Yeah, there we go. Okay.
What is it with these Hollywood stars naming kids weird shit?
That's yeah. That's why that's a post show. That's a post show podcast right there. What is it with Hollywood ruining and abusing children and their lives for the past ever?
We were talking about Disney. Let's keep talking about them.
Yeah.
Because yeah, that's a thing. Child actors that Disney has ruined, all of them.
Yeah, actually, it would actually be a fun. By the way, for trivia, one of the things is what's the word that Doc says more often than not that everybody's sick of, and the answer is going to be actually. But it would be fun podcast to just do like, where are they now for Nickelodeon stars?
Oh God.
90s and early aughts. How many of them are dead by suicide?
Or in jail.
Or in jail. Man.
What was it? It's so funny. Or we could do the kids who were affected by Abby Lee, the dance mom woman. Look at JoJo Siwa, who said, and I quote, "I am going to create gay pop," which apparently was created by some other music artist, and they got really pissed off about it.
Isn't that quote actually misattributed to her? It was actually said by the guys from Kraftwerk, and then they went and they did it.
Maybe? I'm not sure. I could have swore I saw a video where she actually said that.
Oh, you're right. I'm being sarcastic, but I like Kraftwerk. I'm not knocking on them. They're great.
Omega just like
But the
spiked
pop
that
is
poor
pretty
bug in the
gay.
head.
Yeah, it's pretty satisfying.
It's just a pickaxe right to the friggin' skull. But
Did you watch that video in the feed stream that I posted of the dev finding a bug?
which the dev
There's a video in the feed stream of just a dev sitting there at his computer, and then a mascot comes up and is like, "Oh, I'm a bug tester," and then I
Oh
found a
yeah.
bug. The sound at the end of that is very satisfying.
Oh, is it
Is that the one where a guy's like playing live on stream and the dev is in his Twitch chat and he like mentions something and the dev's like, "Oh, let me go fix that," and he actually does it? Because I remember seeing that.
No, but that is a good one.
This is the one that it is like a mascot comes up and acts like he's lighting a firework and then smacks the dev in the face.
Yes, and smacks the dev in the face with a bug / pie.
Oh, that particular find was great. That and the Harlem Shake. I loved the Harlem Shake.
I never fully understood the Harlem Shake.
Nobody understood people doing the Harlem Shake didn't understand the Harlem Shake.
I guess that's kind of why I liked it.
The old memes are the best memes.
Some of them were really something. There was an art to it.
Oh, I guess I need to go in and start watching the new season of Party. I really don't want to because I think it's gone downhill.
It hasn't. It's actually pretty good. Hugh
Okay.
Jackman's in episode 1.
Nice. Okay.
They go partying with Hugh Jackman.
I was watching the heist episode, and the heist episode cracked me the fuck up because
Oh yeah.
I'm sitting there this whole time and I'm going,
a few friends.
and I was sitting there watching this and I was like, at the end when the guy reached into the bag and it was a bag of shit, I was like, what? Why would I see Doc doing that? Like, just handing somebody something and saying, here's this. And it's just a bag of shit.
How many times have you seen that episode?
Twice? 2 or 3 times? Something like that.
Next time you watch it, if you haven't already caught it, when Rick goes on stage before any of that has even happened, he calls out Ocean's 12. He's like, I'm not going to Ocean's 12 this shit because that's neat, like going back and listening to that because that's exactly what's going to happen in 90 seconds. And Rick is so far ahead of this asshole that he's already swapped everything. So it's little details like that are fun on subsequent reviewings.
Your boos mean nothing to me. I've seen what makes you cheer.
Every breath I take without your permission raises my self-esteem.
As if we couldn't be DMC. Now you're going to draw Puffy out, and Lord knows we don't need that.
He's got no problems.
That's true. That's true. This is a factual statement.
Preoccupied.
And that I'll have you know that was Sting and the Police did that originally. Puffy just stole it.
What?
Puffy's done a lot of illegal shit. It's just never been called out until recently.
It's catching up. All right.
Well, I believe we've been going at this for about an hour and 20 minutes. So what
I'm happy that we could actually do this.
Yes.
It's been too long.
It has been. Let's not ever go that long without doing a podcast again. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll do better next time planning the shit and knowing actually what I'm going to be doing in a week. But yeah, next Monday I should be home. Yeah. I blame myself because out of town. Back in town? No, out of town.
This was in no way your fault. You got the call last minute, and yeah, you were.
I got the call last minute 3 times in a row.
Oh God, yeah.
That was something. Driving a U-Haul across America. Not once. But yeah. All right. Thank you, Zero, for hosting.
Yeah, absolutely not a problem. Glad that I could do it.
Excellent job.
Glad that I could do it. Glad to have it at least temporarily on this channel. Maybe breathe some life back into this channel. They're coming to take us away now.
They are. They're on their way.
So
you better do the list of fuck all the people.
Yeah, so we will be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Well, different bat channel, but same bat time. Penis, fuck Putin, fuck Elon, fuck Disney, fuck them. Nestle, fuck all of them. Just fuck them all.
Don't forget Vince.
Yep. Fuck Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Mac Mahone. Don't forget Winnie the Pooh.
Oh yeah. Fuck Winnie the Pooh. Shiny Winnie the Pooh.
Don't forget Linus Tech Tips.
Oh yeah. Fuck Linus Tech Tips. God, the list has. It's been 3 weeks. I forgot the list. I need to write this
It's getting a
down.
little unwieldy.
It is getting just. At this point, it's just fuck them.
The longer the podcast goes on, the longer the list will get. This is the goal.
To where we just start the fuck 'em list at the beginning of the podcast.
Yes, and then an hour and a half later, we're done.
Oh, all right. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Penis.
Oh.